tension is becoming dangerous. We need to find another big solution coming.
Should I resolve this?
All done. Should I take care of this now?
What if I'm right? We should at least try. I don't think it's related. And it slows down. Yeah, right.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next? All done. Should I take care of this now?
Lucas, what took you so long?
Man, finally. I was trying to reach you for days, but I was getting some crazy distortions. I had to reprogram the frequency. What the hell is going on out there? Is the base safe?
No, it's not. We stopped again, in the middle of a great big canyon this time. There's a massive gravity field distortion in front of us.
Gravity distortion, shit. That would explain why I couldn't get through to you for so long. This is not good news, Jan. You need to find a way to neutralize it. Have you managed to collect any data?
Yeah, I built a gravity sensor. Looks like I'm gonna need to set up some neutralizing towers on the canyon rooftop.
So, you already have a solution. Well done. That's good news. Anything else I should know about?
My altars. They're suffering from a mysterious disease.
What do you mean?
Some strange brain mutation. Molly... The sheep I had to create to test Rapidium had it too. She died without warning.
Shit, Jan. I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
What about you?
I'm fine. It's just them.
Oh.
Yeah. Rapidium. Not so great after all.
Yeah, I guess it couldn't be perfect. Nothing is. Not in this world. Still, we can't give up, Jan. Not yet. Maybe there is a cure. A method to undo this side effect. Tell me, do you know anything more about this condition?
I have MRI scans of the whole crew, and Molly's autopsy report.
Wow. You've been busy. Send them over. I need to take this to Maxwell at once.
Maxwell. You never told me he was the brain behind the branching procedure. What exactly are the two of you up to?
Up to? Who do you think we are, Jan? Some scheming comic book masterminds? I never said anything about Maxwell's research because I don't want him to get into trouble. He must trust you a lot if he told you all about it. Or maybe he's simply so excited about what you've done, what it could mean for him, that he stopped caring about exposing himself.
I don't like this secrecy. I'd really prefer it if the corporation was on the same page as Maxwell here.
I don't think you would, Jan. If you knew more about how they treated him, he was on the brink of a real revolution in cognitive science, but he made a mistake. He let the bureaucratic machine take over and undermine our efforts. We were just a step away from getting it right when they closed Project Ela down.
We?
Yeah. I was in it too. That's why I followed him when he was transferred to mining ops.
So, you think Maxwell could find a cure for my altars?
I don't know. But what you're doing is a continuation of his life's work. You can be sure he'll do everything to help you. I'll talk to him at once and relay your findings to him. We'll see what he thinks.
Okay.
In the meantime, you should focus on clearing your route out of that canyon. Neutralizing that gravity distortion might take some time and resources.
Roger that.
Hang in there, Jan. We'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Thanks, Lucas.
L7 out.
are you today? Are you settling in? You joined us at a difficult moment. Believe me, before I got here, I've seen some of the most unfriendly places to live on our home planet. Not much can put me off. Want to know what really impresses me? The variety of walks of life in this base, all belonging to one man. It's amazing how different we are. Yeah. Guess I got used to it by now. I don't think I ever will. I noticed something else, too. The others. They have a lot of common memories, many things that they can relate to, but me? I seem to be different. More different, I mean. I think it must be because I branched away at some much earlier point in time. I know the exact moment. A fight on the street on our way home from school. Some thugs robbing a teenager. So, that was it. Yeah. You went after them. I didn't. Wow. I acted on an impulse. You really think that such a small thing could have changed my life so completely? I do. It's called a domino effect. Yeah. I guess if I hadn't followed them, I'd never find out there's a whole different world just around the corner. And I'd never meet Edgar. Edgar, a retired doctor, my mentor. He worked down the streets of the slum district I ventured to, distributing food and medicine to the needy. Took me under his roof and taught me that however much you do for others, there's always room for you to become a better person. You just have to see it. Sounds like a wise man. No wonder you preferred hanging around with him than with Pops. It's not that simple, but yeah. He gave me a sense of direction. Living for others. Freeing yourself from material needs and desires. Free from desires? Does that mean you're some sort of monk? No, Jan. Far from it. In fact, I was just going to approach you about something very human. Go on. Well, you see, I look around and I see amazing people, us, a unique group of extraordinary individuals. But what are we mostly preoccupied with? Efficiency. Scurrying and hurrying to get things done. Prosaic tasks. Repetitive activities. Even if we entertain ourselves, it's for a purpose. We never pause because we're so afraid to die. But eventually, we will die anyway, right? Of course, but it does make a difference if we die now or later. Who knows? Maybe it makes more of a difference if we die happy or not. The only thing certain is the present moment, Jan. And I know one thing. We're not cherishing it enough. How can we cherish it? We can stop for a second and enjoy something special together. Let me prepare a feast for our group to feed not just the body, but the soul. Make everyone feel that even if their material life has to end, their existence will be timeless. A feast to celebrate our mortality and let go of our fear. What do you say? Okay. And what would you need to prepare such a feast? Don't worry, not much. I'm used to running a mass kitchen with only the basic ingredients. But I like to experiment with some recipes first. So I guess I'd like to ask you for some time and a decent amount of fresh greenhouse produce. see what I can do. Thank you. Let me know when I can start experimenting. Cookie. No, sleep. Lucas?
Jan? Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm calling with some good news. I managed to build another Rapidium arc.
Wow! Really? That's awesome. I know it might seem boring to you, but I really believe Rapidium can change things. You know? It wasn't always like this. I used to think it was all a big scam, an easy way for corporations to patch their post-crisis budgets with public money.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was true, and my discovery was something they never planned.
Planned or not, it raised my hopes back up. I started believing again that things can change. Look, I never tell this to anybody, but you should know that back home, my older brother is doing time.
In prison? Seriously?
Yeah. You know how they always catch the little fish? My brother was a good kid, but he was unlucky. Our parents couldn't afford a higher education for us. He had to work, support the family. And where I come from, well, not too many options who you can work for, if you know what I mean. I was lucky. I met Maxwell. He paid my tuition fees.
Maybe it wasn't luck. Maybe you were simply more determined to get away than your brother.
Oh, he was determined, believe me. To feed his kids. Keep them healthy. My family used to live off the land, but after water became a luxury, that was no longer possible. And with no education or rich relatives, trust me, alternatives were thin. I'm telling you, I was that close from ending up like him. If it weren't for Maxwell. My grandma says it was a miracle.
How did Maxwell find you?
Simple. He was looking for promising students. And I'd just taken part in a science Olympiad in my country. I had a good result. Very good, actually. And my topic was quantum algorithms. Call it what you want. Destiny. Pure chance. Fact is, Maxwell was going through a tough time in his life too. But that's a whole different story for some other time, maybe.
It was good talking to you.
You too. Good luck. And keep it up, okay? More arcs really could mean a better world. I'll send it out.
that some kind of a projection? And they're gone. Safely into my pocket. Let's see if my crew appreciates a relaxing landscape inside the base.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
It's getting a little cramped in our storage, Jan.
Hello?
Jan, Maxwell here.
It's good to hear you. Things are getting more and more tense in here.
Yeah, I know. Lucas told me everything. I set to work at once analyzing the data you sent. I won't lie to you. This condition you discovered is something never seen before. I can confirm what you probably already suspect. It is highly probable that it is induced by accelerated brain tissue development which your alters have undergone. I am very sorry this has happened, but nobody could have predicted it. As I've said before, you're a pioneer, Jan. Unexpected setbacks come with the job.
Being a builder is my job.
It's the job you signed up for. But it's not who you are anymore, is it? Not just who you are. You've crossed the threshold, and now, I suppose, well, you have to face the trial.
I don't like how that sounds.
It's understandable. Just try to keep an open mind.
What would I have to do?
Prepare a treatment based on biological material from a healthy donor.
Donor of what exactly?
Brain cells.
Great. I volunteer.
That's generous of you, but you can't donate brain tissue.
What? Why not? I'm the only one who's not affected.
Because it would kill you. It's not blood samples we're talking about, but a significant amount of brain tissue from the cortex.
So, how did you want me to get it?
There is only one solution. You have rapidium, Jan. You have the womb. All you need to do is create a copy of your body, but without applying the branching procedure. By leaving its mind records blank, you will create a being with no awareness, no feelings, no thoughts. A biological vessel, if you will. A tabula rasa.
Are you seriously suggesting what I think you are? You want me to create an alternate version of myself in order to extract his cortex?
What do you think makes us human, Jan? Our body or our mind? This life form would not be an alter, because it simply wouldn't be human at all. It would only be a body.
So, tabula rasa is doomed to die.
Oh, I see what worries you. The possible existence of the human factor some people call the soul. Personally, I prefer the word used by Avicenna, essence. You see, Avicenna made a distinction between essence and existence, which he thought was the domain of the accidental, or, as you would put it, the choices that shape us. Essence, on the other hand, is that core of a being which endures, regardless of any circumstances. For Avicenna, essence proved that there was a God who created us. For me, it's a whole new field of study. Just think about it. What if we looked at this essence just like we look at any other aspect of a human being? Its body, mind, emotions, something that can be scientifically observed, trained, even enhanced. Isn't that exactly what you are doing with your alters, Jan?
I'm not experimenting on them. I'm surviving.
Then carry on doing it. All I'm suggesting is that you look at this empty altar's essence in the same way a sculptor looks at a stone that is too brittle to carve in. There's no logical reason to fear dismissing it. Lucas and I went back to our old research to recreate a piece of code we once discarded. One that allowed for a much more flexible approach to erasing human memories. It can serve you to increase the capabilities of the quantum computer and create a tabula rasa version of yourself.
Upgrade the quantum computer? With the use of your banned research, but what about Ally Corp? What about the consequences for me when they find out about all the rules I've broken? A simple builder? I mean, creating my altars is one thing, but this... I could get accused of much bigger violations.
Can I trust you, Jan?
That depends. If I can trust you.
I'm putting a lot at stake for you. Of course you can trust me. Ally Corp doesn't have to know anything. Whatever happens from now on can stay strictly between you and me. I told you that I'd do anything to protect your mission, and I wasn't joking. Follow my instructions, and I'll take care of everything else.
Ally Corp has a big medical department. My ex-wife works there. Are you sure we shouldn't turn to them for help instead of harvesting this biological vessel against the law?
Yes, I'm sure. I told you before, it's better for you and your alters if your wife and her employers stay out of this. You didn't listen then. I hope you'll listen now. It's the only safe way for you. We can do this. Are you with me?
All right. I'll trust you.
Thank you. Let me make one thing clear. My goal isn't to undermine Ally Corp's operations. It's not resentment that drives me. Yes, my career was broken because of their short-sightedness, but I'm not seeking revenge. I just believe that I have a much deeper understanding of the full potential of your mission, and the means to execute this potential. All they could ever do is take the rupidium you found and use it to boost the prices of their shares. Sure, maybe a few hungry people would benefit as a side effect, but it would all be temporary, insignificant, an opportunity lost. So, no, I'm not against them. But I know that by withholding some information from them, we can achieve so much more. And I'm relieved you feel the same way. Keep me posted on your progress.
To the Saber evacuation. System actively monitored.
Okay? I'd like you to start testing your rust. I'd be more than happy to, but I don't think we have enough of that greenhouse produce available just yet. Let me know when you've stocked up.
To the saber evacuation gear. Workshop module activated.
I face everywhere. Hey there. I talked to Maxwell. It looks like he came up with a cure for your condition. Really? Are you telling me there's hope? Yeah, it's some kind of sophisticated treatment based on healthy brain tissue. Maxwell sent us a formula. Oh, that's ambitious. What do you need me to do? Well, I'll need you to reprogram our quantum computer according to some old piece of code from Maxwell's experiments. He claims it's gonna let us create an awareness-free alter. Awareness-free? The plan is to create a biological vessel from my DNA and extract lots of healthy brain tissue from it. A biological vessel to produce a healthy mutation-free brain. That makes sense. So, you're okay with it? It sounds like a promising idea. Why would I not be okay with it? Because these are not corporate instructions. Maxwell is clearly pushing his own agenda here. Don't you find it odd that he's so reluctant to consult AliCorp Medical about our problem? It is slightly unsettling, I admit. Are you thinking of talking to them behind his back? I don't know. Maybe I should talk to Lena again? Look, this situation is starting to be a little too emotionally problematic for me. She's your ex, not mine. You decide whether you want to take the risk. Just remember, Maxwell gave us a viable option. Shouldn't we just proceed instead of complicating things? Maybe you're right. I'm overthinking it. Good. Just give me the green light, and I'll start researching that new QC functionality right away. Then we'll take it step by step. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry. We can do this. Looks like you have something to say to me. Please, tell me it's not true. Are we seriously going to farm a human being like it's a plant? It won't be a human being. Think of it as a biological vessel. Oh, what? Can you even hear yourself? So, what are we then? Psychological vessels? The whole idea is just shameful. I have no other word for it. Why the hell haven't you talked to Lena about it? Oh, here we go again. What? At least appreciate that I'm not suggesting you let me talk to her, although it would be better. No. There's no time to look for alternative solutions. Killing a person is no solution as far as I'm concerned. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm not the only one who doesn't like this idea. So, just think it over, buddy.
To the saber evacuation. Ending on first message.
So, heard the news? I think we might have a cure for you. Yeah, I've heard. And I gotta say, it's kinda disturbing. Is it true you're considering creating this knocked out guy and retrieving his brain? It'll just be a body, with no thoughts and feelings, don't worry. The very idea sends shivers down my spine. I don't know why, but dehumanizing him feels like dehumanizing ourselves. It's just sad. So, heard the news? We might have a cure for you. Yes, I've heard, and I have a very strong opinion about it. Just because some things are possible from a medical standpoint doesn't mean they should be done. Agreed. We have to look for another way. Yeah, you've got my full support on that. Okay, I'd like you to start testing your recipes. Thank you, Jan. You won't regret it.
Come and find me when you have a moment.
What if we don't make it in time to escape the sun? What's troubling you?
Well, I've been analyzing the situation thoroughly, and in light of the fact that we may all die of this abnormality in our brains, the thought of not making it back to Earth has been haunting me. To the point of obsession, I admit. Of all people, you're the one I least expected to panic like that. Are you afraid of dying? No, Jan. I'm concerned about what the world will miss if I go too soon. Oh, what do you mean? My work. Everything I did in my parallel life wasn't meaningless. On the contrary, it had the potential to push space exploration to a whole new level. Really? How? You see, I developed a method of nanoparticle dispersion that proved to be stable in even the most extreme conditions.
Oh, shit?
Exactly. And now it breaks my heart to think that all that groundbreaking research, all that knowledge could just disappear with me, never to see the light of day. Yeah, man, you're right. Oh, we can't let the method of nanoparticle, we can't let it disappear. So let's do something about it. Yeah, right. But what can we do about it? I want to recreate my research, here and now. Revisit my logic, backtrack my calculations, rewire the connections in my brain, and write it all down again. For posterity.
And you need me to...
Grant me the time to focus on this project and nothing else. Of course, I'd still be there to attend mission-critical tasks if the need arises, but I would appreciate if I could limit my availability as much as possible until I get this weight off my chest completely.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It's amazing that by trying to save your own life and altering yourself, you involuntarily unleash such a big potential for change and progress. I can start working on my old research whenever you're ready.
Is there a problem?
Yes, Jan, there's definitely a problem. People are fed up with how you're running this mission.
What do you mean, fed up? What is this?
Are you blind? Things gotta change, or else.
What exactly do you want me to improve?
I'm still sleeping on the fucking floor. Are you gonna build that dorm, or what?
I hear you. I'll do what I can. So, heard the news? I think we might have a cure for you.
Yeah, I heard. And I want you to know I don't like it. It would be like being fed my own brother's brain.
What if I told you I'm looking for another way?
Yeah, whatever. I'm starting to think it's not the solution that's the problem. It's the fact you put us in this situation in the first place.
Hey man, how are you taking it? First Molly dying, and now your condition. It must be hard for you. How am I taking it? Well, I've been thinking. Molly was the first one you created, and I was the second one. Does that mean I'm next in line? No one else is dying. Not on my watch.
You seem pretty confident about it. The way Molly went was just so sudden. The irony is, I liked being around that creature. kinda consoled me.
Yeah, me too. I thought I was the only one who missed the poor beast.
Did she remind you of Mom's dreams, too?
Yeah. She always wanted to move to the country and settle down on a farm.
She wanted to raise sheep, remember? Only came back to me after Molly went.
Yeah. True, I'd forgotten about that. Dad never took those dreams seriously. And neither did we.
That's an understatement. We absolutely hated them. Her annoying love of nature. Every weekend she'd go, "Jan, why don't we go for a walk? See how the park has changed since last week."
Looking back, I wish I'd said yes more often.
Yeah. Our idea of a perfect day was to stay in our room all day and play games.
Luckily, she let it go eventually.
Oh, no. Now, she gave up on us, but she never let go of her sanctuary.
Sanctuary? What do you mean?
In the park? The bench? Yeah. She couldn't have a house in the country, so she found herself a hideout in the city. Her favorite bench. She revealed her little secret to me years later. You're telling me she never took you there?
No.
No. Right. I guess that's because it was after Dad moved out. You were gone by that time.
You should take me there one day. When we get back, I'd love to see it.
Don't do that. I'm not a kid. I know I'm never coming back. All I can do is imagine I'm sitting there looking at freaking trees with her again. This place here makes you forget what trees even look like. And after she passed, I went to sit on that bench on my own. Every time I was down, I went there. It comforted me. I guess I could really use a place like that now. Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next? Hey man, we're out of stuff. Something else? Jan, I noticed our storage is rather full.
I'm done here. Should I do this now? I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Are you sure about that experimental therapy?
Another lovely day with a brain mutation. Would be nice to.
I'd like to talk to you.
About that.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next? You wanted to talk? Is it about your cooking experiments? How'd it go? Amazing. Surpassed my expectations. I have enough ideas for 3 full courses. And maybe something a little extra too. Great. When can we start? Yeah, about that. There's a little hindrance. What do you mean? The kitchen I used to cook in was quite basic, you know? So, I'm not very good with high-tech equipment, like an automatic food processor. I think I broke it. Seriously? I can't believe you didn't read the manual before using an electrical device. Sorry. I guess I never got to share your technical education. I'm used to relying on my intuition. I guess we're gonna have to fix it then. Yeah, that and the electricity in the kitchen. What? I think I fried the circuit breaker. There's no power in the whole module. Sorry. Don't worry about it. Shit happens. We'll just get the whole kitchen fixed. But you gotta promise me that feast is gonna be massive. That I can guarantee. All right. Let's get to work then. Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next? So, yes, here it is. We still need to wait a little for the brain cells to mature fully. How long? 3 days, according to the instructions we got. Once they're ready, you can call a meeting and communicate your decision to everybody. Do you scan the brain for the mutation? Yes, it's all clear. And the cortex shows no signs of activity, which is good. What happens then? We extract the brain tissue, process it according to Maxwell's formula, and start administering the treatment. Of course, we will have to dispose of the body. Whoa! What the fuck? Looks like I didn't use enough sedative. Let me just, There. Damn it. I hope it didn't activate the cortex. What if it did? What do we do now? Just take a deep breath, okay? I've used enough sedative to put a horse to sleep. So even if his cortex did light up for a moment, it's inactive now. And I'll make sure it stays that way. Look, we can't get thrown off balance. Not now, when we're so close. I know, but I'm having some real doubts about this. I mean, are we doing the right thing? It's a way to cure us.
Still, those brain cells need time to mature, so if you want to look for an alternative, be my guest, as long as you're ready with it in 3 days. After that, it's this or nothing. We can't wait any longer, however brutal this is.
Yeah. I get it. Things lying around the turn. Could it be someone was trying to fix it? looks like a good spot for the tower. Another one. Yeah, I need to build it on the other side. Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next? Come on, buddy. Rooting never helped anyone.
For a brief second, I believed it was all going to be fine. Now the only thing waiting for us is death.
You know what?
Tension is becoming. Find a solution.
I noticed some tools lying around the tour vehicle. Looks like someone's been tinkering with it. Wasn't you, by any chance?
So what if it was? I need to stay sane somehow. Holding a heavy-duty screwdriver in my hand calms me down. Even if I know driving that screw in won't change anything.
Looks like we're ready to move on.
Really? Now? You're not seriously suggesting we head out into that big, hostile cloud of sand with everyone basically on the verge of death? We have no idea what's in store for us, or if there'll be any resources out there. No way this base is moving without a fully healthy crew.